My name is Bokal, and this is the financial statement analysis of 3M Company. Question 1. The cash of 3M in the 2011 is 2.219 billions, and in 2012 is 2.883 billions. The cash increased by 664 millions in 2012 than 2011, which means the firm has more money to invest in business or to spend in other ways. That would increase the firm's liquidity. Question 2. The 3M's mice for welding inventory is first in, first out. Question 3. The 3M's total common equity of the year-end 2012 is 18.04 billions, and the amount of total common equity of the year-end 2011 is 15.862 billions. This amount in 2012 is 2.178 billions larger than that in 2011. This increasing shows the growth of the firm, which is good for the firm. Question 4. The net operating income in 2012 is 6.483 billions, and the net income in 2011 is 6.178 billions. Operating income increased in 2012 when compared to 2011. The operating income of 3M in 2012 increased to 305 millions than 2011. Question 5. As the firm showed of net income from 2007 to 2012, it still continued to growth from 2008 to 2012, but not too much as the last 3 years. The next two charts shows the history of P/E ratio and P/G ratio. As we can see, the P/E ratio is still at a very constant level. They do not change too much, and the P/G ratio from beginning of the 2011 at a very low level, under 1, and goes up to about 4 during the 2012. Then at the end of 2012, it go back to 2.47, which means it's overvalued. Question 6. The earnings per share diluted in December 31, 2011 is 5.96, and the earnings per share basic is 6.05. The earnings per share diluted in December 31, 2012 is 6.32, and the basic is 6.4. The difference between basic and diluted EPS is the diluted EPS takes into account the effect of an exercised stock option and warrants. Question 7. From the Yahoo Finance report, the net income available to common is 4.48 billions, and the total cash is 4.25 billions. From the 3M's annual report 2012, the net income available to common is 4.44 billions, and the total cash is 2.883 billions. Notice that the discrepancy is existing. I noticed that after cash, from the Yahoo Finance report, there is MRQ, and after income available to common, there is a TTM. MRQ refers to most current quarter, meaning that is the amount of cash the company report as of the last quarter that has ended. TTM means trailing 12 months, which means that in going calendar or finance years, that number represents performance over the last year. Since the numbers are from Yahoo Finance and the annual report are referring to different time periods. Question 9. The stock rating of 3M is 7 out of 10. Currently, most of transactions of insiders are grant, neither buying nor selling. The last 3 months, numbers of shares sold 64,000, which are more than numbers of shares purchased 6,625, and the two sold transactions belong to the same insert. Question 10. The cash flow from the operating activity continued to grow from 2008 to 2012, but the rate of growth is not much. The lines show a flat, small increasing. The cash flow from the investing activity is negative in the last 5 years. From 2008 to 2009, the cash flow increased from negative 2.399 billion to negative 1.732 billion. And then between 2010 and 2012, the cash flow changed from negative 2.626 billion to negative 2.718 billion, then to negative 2.686 billion. The cash flow from financing activity from 2008 to 2009 decreased from negative 1.766 billion to negative 2.014 billion, and keep decreasing to negative 2.184 billion in 2010, and negative 3.675 billion in 2011, then increased to negative 2.058 billion in 2012.